continued to say no to coal. And on the Linden plant, the governor has said no to that. It's in permitting and it's a bit touchy. I understand that. I am just adamantly against that plant, and we none of it makes sense. And on top of all that, you start overlaying that to an environmental justice component to it in Linden. That just can't be acceptable to the people of Linden, and we need to focus on that. We got to find something else. We got to find a better solution for something there that's better for the community, that still works, that provides jobs and everything. I know that that community needs jobs, but it doesn't need another coal plant. That doesn't make sense. That's a great question. We're trying to work through several scenarios, and again, I'm just candidly trying to get my head around it. But the couple of things that come to mind initially are when we start dealing with EJ communities, that I think we have to get the communities actively involved, and it's got to be part of the permitting process of anything goes forward. The community should even have, if you identify that community should have a bigger say in what goes on in both the hearings. I would not be opposed to having part of the regulation change to say that if it's an EJ community, they got to go through another layer of review for cumulative impact. I think that's not unacceptable for several of the communities. Right now, I mean, you know how it works. Permitting comes in one at a time, and right now there's a little bit of a strategy of the way they're permitting it, which is a little bit of a problem, but I don't need to get into the details of that. But they're trying to pick off one permit at a time, which makes it difficult and can be challenged. What I'd love to see is alternatives offered up personally to that plant. That plant's not going to be built for 7 years, 5 to 7 years from now. So even the jobs that are being talked about for building that plant are a long ways away from before anything goes. I'd like to see other alternatives offered up on that front rather than have to go through the battles with the permitting process, because that's where it'll end up at the end of the day.